Hello, my name is Dr. Michaela Thorderson, and I'm a psychologist here at Children's Hospital of Orange County. I run our Intensive Outpatient, or IOP program. You can just call me Michaela. This video is going to cover what might be going wrong if your coping kits are not as helpful as you would have liked. A lot of times we hear from people, how do I even know if this is working? We want to see if there is any change in the amount of stress that you are feeling. Remember that these things are not magic. They do not cure our problems or take away our emotions. What they do is help us calm down enough so that we can think more clearly and so that our logic brain can step in and do all that great problem solving for us. So you'll know if it's working, if there's any change in the amount of stress that you are having. You also want to make sure that you are using each item long enough, but not too long. You really want to be trying something out as a coping tool for about 5 to 10 minutes. For example, putting on lotion and really experiencing what that might feel like, paying attention to the smell of the lotion, giving it 5 minutes paying attention to just this one thing. Another example would be to take a break and blow some bubbles. This does not mean just 1 to 2 blows of the wand, but really spending about 5 minutes and no more than 10 minutes. I don't know about you, but sometimes I get really distracted by bubbles and end up actually doing about half an hour doing it, and then I got caught up thinking, now I do not have time to do the things I need to do. If after about 10 minutes, the thing that you're using still isn't helping, it's probably time to move on to the next item. You don't want to get too distracted or frustrated trying your skill for too long. You might have to use a couple of different items before you get enough relief from your distress to be able to move on with your activity. You might have some missing items too. Take a moment to look at your coping kit and think, do I have enough things here that are sensory? Things that are soft, textured, or squishy? Things that smell nice and comforting? Do I have enough items that are calming or that will help me get out some energy? Things that are specifically focused on helping me relax. Not just that you like or enjoy them, but they are really going to help you calm down. You also want to make sure that you have a couple of options that are going to help you feel distracted. As you think through this list, you might find that you don't have a big enough variety of items. Sometimes you might just need a little bit more action. You can potentially use stress balls, but sometimes that is just not enough. So figuring out, are there ways that you can move your body? And if you're at school, maybe that means taking a bathroom break. Or if that is not an option, maybe that means getting out of your seat and ask a question at the front of the class. Or pick up a book from the shelf. Not because you need to ask a question or because you need that book, but just to give your body a chance to move. If you're not at school, this may mean giving your body a chance to move at home. Try a 1-song dance party, take a walk around the block, do 20 jumping jacks, or anything that help just get a little bit of that energy out. If after all of these tips, it still doesn't seem to be working, then you may need a different skill. So check out the other videos in our series to figure out what is going to help you. Let me give you an example of what this might look like. Let's say you're having a rough day and feeling overwhelmed. So naturally, you decide to grab your coping kit to feel better. You start by blowing some bubbles because that is your favorite coping skill. And even after a few minutes, you don't feel any better. So you peek into your box and find some chocolate and a fidget toy. You decide to snack on some chocolate while using your fidget toy. And after a bit, you start noticing that you're feeling a little bit better. So you go back to bubbles again. And now you are definitely feeling less stressed and ready to get back to it. Does that make sense? Life has not magically become great just because you blew bubbles a few times. It just becomes doable so that you can work towards being great. Hopefully, that was a great example that you're going to be able to make great use of these things. You've got this.